Incident at Blood Pass, or Ambush, is a samurai movie starring Toshiro Mifune. That's the only reason why I watched this movie. I don't even remember why I wanted to, but it was probably because he's in this movie. So this movie is about a nameless wandering ronin who is given an expensive job. He has to walk somewhere and he'll get a letter. Very secretive letter. If it has a certain symbol, he'll have to go somewhere and he'll have to just wait. So he doesn't really know what's going on. So on his way there, though, he sees a battered woman, rescues her, takes her to an inn, leaves her there so she can work and sort of, get away from her abusive husband. And he's supposed to wait around for his orders because, he's a traveling ronin with an important job, he probably has an important role. However, there's a bunch of interesting characters at this inn. There's a very nice atmospheric sort of like, what's the job, right? Because you're sort of kept in the dark because he doesn't know what's going on. And then, of course, as the film unravels, it gets more interesting. And more characters get introduced, and we're sort of getting this sort of Hateful Eight vibe. But this movie was made way before Hateful Eight. And so we sort of get more stuff going on, more backstory, more character development. And then we get a big finale, which isn't 100% satisfying, but it's still pretty interesting. Overall, it's a decent samurai film. It wasn't my favorite, but I really liked Toshiro Mifune. I wanted to see him in it. And I guess the ending seems a little bit convenient for me. It doesn't, it builds up the tension really nicely, but then it sort of just goes, bleh, And overall, though, there's not enough swordplay, I guess. I like the characters. The characters do well enough. There's a lot of development. They're sort of building up this plot. But there isn't a satisfying like sword duel at the end, I guess. It sort of just unravels. Almost like an undercover cop saying like, I'm an undercover cop, and then all the cops show up and then all the bad guys get taken away and it's boring. So that's kind of like the finale of Incident at Blood Pass. So I give it a 6 out of 10.